Gonna make sure this lapel mic is working correctly. What's up, you little filthy McNuggets? So, we're on the YouTube. I'm doing it properly. We're gonna actually commit to this. I'm looking at the screen. I look at the camera. This is still taking some getting used to. Like, I haven't even got my lighting set up properly. There's a lamp right there lighting me. I'm sitting on my couch. There's dirty laundry, or clean laundry rather, drying in the background. But you know what? My whole thing is I want to be more consistent with YouTube, because the bottom line is, a lot of you guys, you all know me from TikTok. I've always wanted to, and the reason why I started TikTok was to actually just do creative things and be myself and share who I am and just share what I'm about and what I'm passionate about and connect with people, right? Actually build a nice community of people who understand me and we kind of have that connection. Not just to be a TikToker. That was never why I started, right? The reason I'm saying this is because I've got to the point where I've been making 4 to 10 TikToks every day for almost 3 years now. I'm getting there's only so much you can do when you do that. And I'm getting a little bit sick of that. And particularly the way TikTok is, you guys will know better as well as I do that it's a lot of negativity. It's a lot of like trying to start beef, trying to make someone look bad and make them look good, and just take things out of context and just like misrepresent people and try and make people look bad or skew things in a way which is overtly negative when that's just not a balanced view, right? As much as I love TikTok, its features and how much you can get discovered, the way people interact on there is so mind-numbingly dumb and annoying. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop TikTok. I still, obviously, it's a big part of what I do, what I'm about, so I'm gonna still make TikToks, but I'm not gonna like put all my creative energy into that. I'm gonna divert some of that towards things like YouTube. And so I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do. Like, I've been talking for a minute, almost 2 minutes now, and I don't really know what I'm gonna say in these videos, but I'm just gonna kind of be real. And they might be kind of like, not proper podcasts, you know, short form podcasts. I might react to some stuff. This video, I'm gonna commentate over my some of my workouts, so the leg push pull in its entirety, and just kind of go through and do different things, man. The way I kind of do my TikToks, where it's just about me sharing things I'm interested in, that I'm passionate about, that are valuable to you guys, right? In some way. So it might be entertaining, it might be informative, it might just be some cool, I still haven't figured out if I can swear or not, but I'm just gonna say it, some cool shit, okay? And then that's gonna be fun for me to create, right? So that's the plan. We're gonna see how far that goes. And yeah, we're gonna get into this commentary about my workouts. And just a quick note, I have left this gym. What I'm showing you, or gonna show you in a minute, is footage from the uni gym where I used to train. I've been training for 5 months. I've left now, gone to a different gym. Much better, I much prefer this gym. I'm not just saying that, because I left the old gym, Uni of Birmingham gym, on pretty negative terms. In short, I was filming there for 5 months, fine, no problems, filming my workouts and shit. Then they said that you can't film, just suddenly changed rules on me. So now I have to go to a different gym. And then that policy itself is like nonsense, right? Lots of people record for good reasons. Now I'm not gonna get into like all of that, but like people record for good form, good technique, right? Like athletes will show coaches and doctors, people who have been injured in the past, who are recovering now, will record themselves to make sure they're moving correctly and show physios or doctors. There's many good reasons, right? But they've clearly targeted me and said, I can't. I know people are still recording because I've been told by people who still go to that gym. They've targeted me because I've got a following, which is what it is, right? Respect people's privacy and whatnot. I don't think people actually genuinely care, to be honest with you, like being in the background of a video. And if you're polite and you're respectful, people genuinely will just not be bothered. And I've always been the type of person where if you do not like being in the back of my video and you've seen it and you're not sure, come and speak to me, I'm approachable. Ask me, be like, hey, I'm not sure if I was in the back of that, do you mind if, I'll just delete it. 100% every time, no problem whatsoever. It's a quick thing for me because I'll just re-record the set and adjust, it's not an issue. All of that aside, right, I'm gonna talk a bit more about that specific topics on TikTok later, but today I'm gonna get into my training footage and yeah. So here is the first day of my leg push-pull, legs. And I do deadlifts on my leg day. And a lot of people are confused by the idea, but I've always been a big advocate or just champion of the fact that the deadlift is primarily a hip hinge and not an effective back training movement anyway. You're not really shortening the lats or any kind of back muscles in any meaningful way and not taking them through any kind of meaningful range of motion. So it's much of a leg exercise. And if you're doing it correctly, it is like functionally like a leg press. That's what it should be. So this is me almost forgetting to put that belt on before, so I strapped it on. I got 5 reps, I think, on this workout. I did, I think, 4 sets of 5 on this. And that's like I think it's like 150 something. And then we go into some front squats. Big fan of this movement. I've had to really work on getting that front rack position right, getting the elbows high, because eventually I do want to get into clean and jerking as part of my weightlifting training, and so that's going to be important. Then we hit some of the adductors, abductor machines, which are quite important for just overall like quad size. People forget that. They miss how much of that inner quad area makes up that quad size. Moving on, so next up we have leg extension. The way I'm doing it here, I'm actually doing a tempo leg extension. So that means I'm intentionally slowing the eccentric down to like 2 or 3 seconds. I think I'm trying. That's for like a knee rehab thing to kind of help get fluid into the knee. Now I'm doing some calf raises on the Smith machine because that's pretty easy to do. Just set up something underneath your feet, like a plate, to get you that kind of position for you to raise off of. Then a leg press, of course. And so that's basically the leg day, right? And at the end of it, I hit some of these, just that's not heavy weight. That's like literally, I think 5 kilos either side, and the bar is only 5 kilos. It's a training bar. So I'm just literally practicing the movement and positioning for snatches. And so if you guys have been watching me on TikTok for a while, you know that I've prioritized that movement in the Olympic weightlifting movements. There's the snatch and clean and jerk. I've focused on the snatch because for me, it's been harder to learn. It's objectively, I think, harder to grasp in terms of mobility. It's much more of a learning curve. And so this day, it's basically for fun, just hitting that position, those positions, right? The first pull, second pull, the catch, getting under the bar, and just making sure everything was right. I'm also doing some complexes. So I did a full snatch. Then this is called a snatch balance, where I go from it behind my neck and then under it. And then this is a push day. So Smith press. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, why are you pressing on the Smith machine? With a band as well. It's because for hypertrophy, I can take the muscles. I'm trying to focus on the chest, much closer to failure on the Smith machine. It helps me out. So the reverse band focuses on the top portion of the movement, right? Makes that harder and helps me out at the bottom, which is what we really want, right? When we're trying to train. And then we have Technogym chest press, neutral grip. It's okay. Technogym's a bit of a hit and miss type of brand for gym equipment. Did I miss something? Let me go back. I feel like I missed something. Oh yeah, I missed I did a dumbbell upright row. Yeah, which is great for side delts. Super misunderstood movement. A lot of people are like, oh, it's bad for your shoulders. Actually ran out of battery on my camera just then. So dumbbell upright row, very misunderstood movement. Like it isn't necessarily bad for the rotator cuff or shoulders. The issue would be if you have poor mobility to begin with. And then we move on to cable tricep extensions. Here I am trying to preferentially target the lateral head. So if you notice, I'm going pretty wide, internal rotated on the shoulders and just coming out. Next up, we have this movement, the cuffed cable chest press. Really, this is more of a press. It's a clavicular press, really. So up, think of it like an incline press. Really good movement. You guys tend to ask me a lot about it. And yeah, man, just gonna hit some of that post-workout pump. Got to show it off. Got to show off the pumps in the chest, the side delt, the triceps. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. There's only so much you can say after a while, but yeah, just enjoy. I'm enjoying it. Chest has come up a lot, for sure. Then a pull day. So the final day, we hit some low row. That actually is a good Technogym machine. Next, we have an upper back focused movement, upper back rear delts. It's a lat pull down. People, again, talk a lot of nonsense about lat pull down, but it is perfectly fine for a number of areas of the back, upper back primarily, and you can change it up and make it hit the lats better if you wanted. Then we go into a very lat isolated movement. This is a chest supported with a bench cable pull down. Focus on driving the humerus back, just the tricep, basically. Then we hit some biceps. I really like this preacher curl variation. I'm using a cuff here because I've had a slight bit of tendonitis in the bicep. And so I'm doing this, takes a lot of tension off that joint and the elbow. And then we hit some rear delt flies, single-sided again with the cuff, removes any kind of tricep extension that people might fall into doing when they do this. And time to appreciate the post-workout pump again. I feel like I'm much stronger on my pull days. I think other people have commented this. Got to hit the bicep flex. Probably one of my best poses. And then obviously the lat spread. That's also, I would say, like up there, one of my best poses. Rear delts are popping. And ab flex, sweet. I'll be honest, that was an impromptu video. It's kind of like a bit chaotic, not very organized. But to be honest with you, I'd rather it be that way, okay? I'm just sick of the whole kind of people misrepresenting stuff, people who aren't willing to put themselves out there, just trying to judge others and just bring other people down. Because you see a lot of the negativity. I'm exposed to a lot of it on TikTok, and that's where it's coming from. It's coming from this place of just trying to see the worst in people, and that's not what I'm about. It's never been what I've been about. And so the reason I want to put more energy into YouTube, other than just always wanting to do this and build a community here who gets me and we can connect on shared interests and passions, is because I want to be a fucking positive, just a positive influence in some sense. And so the way I share myself and just try to be honest is this just my promise to you, basically, that if you're vibing with me here, if you came to my YouTube to watch me, then you're here because you for some reason are interested in what I'm about and who I'm about. And so my promise to you in regards to that is just, I'm gonna be myself and I'm gonna do nothing. I'm never gonna just pretend to be something I'm not. I'm just gonna be very open and transparent. And because I don't give a damn what people really think, right? So I think that means that I can just be myself and just have a good time. I'm just a dude who makes videos and does creative stuff. But that's the life I wanna live. And so TikTok, I'll do some of that. I'm gonna put more energy into YouTube and just get as creative with it as I can. You know, doing like TikToks every day for years like that, I got really good at it. So I'm assuming if I do the same with YouTube, it's gonna work out the same way. So I appreciate you if you're here, subscribe, because as I said, more is coming. It's gonna be good, let's get it. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Peace.